you brought something up today on our text thread, and it was one of the few texts I've read.
Did you sniffle?
So why don't you get us started today with all right, what's on your mind?
I will do so. I went to the lab, watched that Niner game again. They're loaded. Shout out all the happy hours. And it just dawned on me, Steiny, that I feel like when I watch the 49ers offense and what they have at their disposal, it takes me back to the inception of the Steve Kerr era and Steph Curry and Klay Thompson and what he did to change their fortunes from the offense that was Mark Jackson. Okay, dribble, run the clock out. I'm just telling you, there's not one other team except the Miami Dolphins that I can say is as lethal and have as many options as the San Francisco 49ers. So I mean that statement, but when I give it to you and you process it, it's a compliment to every position on that offensive unit, including quarterback. I just think right now with the ability for these wide receivers and tight ends to give themselves up and block and the ability to make great catches like we saw on display in the Berg, Steiny, this offense under Kyle Shanahan, and I'm giving him the kudos, he's built a machine, and I think they are a problem. And this is just week one that we saw the 65-yard run from McCaffrey, if you want to call him Curry. It's just amazing what they have at their disposal.
They got a lot of weapons, it sure appears. That's what everybody's relying on, the weapons. And that's why the hope is that, well, not the hope, but Brock Purdy, just if he can deliver the ball at the right time to the right person, is this offense capable of being stopped? I mean, boy, that Warrior team won some titles.
And we didn't see that coming, though, when Kerr took over the job. Maybe you did, Steiny, but, I mean, when you still to this day, when we watch the Warriors operate and play, it looks different. It's a different brand of principles that they play with that you don't see with the Rockets or Utahs or even the Lakers. So I'm just giving kudos to, and some people are already chiming in on the YouTube, Goo, don't forget the defense. Hell no, I ain't forgot. But that's been a staple. But right now, you know, with Brock Purdy at the helm, the Niners, they're not slowing down. They're just going to get better, man. And I'm drunk with it right now, Steiny. But it's true. Miami and the Niners, and I'll wait for any other ones that come to anybody's mind.
I mean, it's a long season.
Yeah, we saw that last night in New York, man.
It's a long season.
Thoughts and prayers, Aaron Rodgers.
How about this? D-Lou the boss. D-Lou the boss. It's one of the things we can get into. On the YouTube chat. D-Lou the boss. We will win the Super Bowl this year. Can I ask you, how, did you not watch the game last night?
Oh, okay, right.
Did you not watch the game last night, D-Lou the boss? I don't know about you, Goo, and I don't know about you 49er fans, but that game last night to me,
oh my goodness, man.
The definition of why you should never go into a season expecting anything.
Take nothing for granted.
Imagine if you're a Jets fan today.
You're sick.
You're done. Season's over.
No, hold on now. Unless Aaron Rodgers, in the short time that he was there, was able to, you know, be a Jedi and show guys on the team what it takes to be a professional, mainly the young quarterback. And maybe Zach Wilson will be Brock Purdy. Maybe he'll do a Brock Purdy. So, Steiny, I know a lot of people are writing off the Jets and their season, but we'll see. Because we were writing off the Niners season when Jimmy went down. I'll never forget that.
Right. I'm gonna go by most of sports rule rather than the exception. And the rule is that when you lose a quarterback like Aaron Rodgers, you're done. You're done.
I got nothing for you there.
I mean, you're done.
That's incredible. Four plays.
They had playoff aspirations, and then they had Super Bowl hopes, all things considered.
I asked you, Evan, and the boss all together. I said, have you ever seen a free agent signing or any team that got, you know, a GOAT, and it was so short-lived and you came up with Gordon Hayward on the Celtics. Remember that. But, Steiny, it wasn't that short. The dude didn't complete a pass.
Yeah, they only played 4 plays. 4 plays. Anyway, I don't know about you guys, but I watch a game like that and see what happened to Aaron Rodgers, and I count my lucky stars that it wasn't my quarterback, and it's also a sobering slap in the face that you may have good intentions, you may have the best team in football, you may have one of the best teams, but you better stay healthy.
And that's why I think what you're saying, let me know. I don't want to speak for you. You're almost saying, revel 49er fans in that win at Pittsburgh.
Definitely. Why wouldn't you? You know, I was talking to the boss earlier. He said he thought, let me ask 49er fans at it, 888-957-9570. I'll just throw this one out. Where do you rank that Pittsburgh win when it comes to wins in the Kyle Shanahan tenure in the regular season? Regular season wins. Doesn't that one have to be up there? 30-7, comprehensive, dominant, on the road. I mean, I put down a couple here.
Houston, go ahead, because I got one that comes to mind.
I mean, I think the biggest win of the regular season is probably at the Rams, the last game of the season in 2021. They had to win that game to get to the postseason, and they did.
And they were down 17.
Correct. What was the game you were going to say?
Trey Lance, where he started at home for the Texans, against the Texans, beat them. They were losing at half, I believe. So, to me, that was one of those, just like the Ram game you pointed out, Steiny. You know, we're running out of time. And yesterday, to me, Sunday signaled not new beginnings, but we talked about it. And now you got me slowing down, Steiny. I feel like you got a red stop sign in your hand. Like, you were planning the Niner Super Bowl parade or whatnot. I'm not trying to do it. And I guess what you're telling me I'm doing is I'm assuming